Hey team, Coach Chad here. Today we're going to go over an excellent internal rotation stretch, contract relax stretch that we're going to use for the shoulder joint. Okay, and we're going to do this in what we call PAILS and RAILS version. PAILS stands for progressive angular isometric loading. RAILS is regressive angular isometric loading. So to some degree, this is a contract, relax, PNF, even though the individuals who made this would argue venomously against the fact that they are similar to those, but there are some resemblances. So this is how the movement goes. You're going to start by just simply placing your hand behind your back, and you can place your hand as high as you want right now, but I want to make sure that for a lot of you that you're keeping your shoulder back and down. So you're setting your position as best you can. We don't want a lot of rotation, a lot of cheating, or having your hand too low. So if I was to turn around, shoulder packed, place the hand on the back. And this would be our starting position. And I like to make sure that our torso is locked down. So from a side position here, we're not bending and extending or flexing too much. We're maintaining this position. We're setting the shoulder in a strong position. Then from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a progressively increasing intensity in our contractions, okay? So you imagine placing your palm to the back of your hand and your slight part of your forearm on your back, and you're gonna push against your back at 20% effort, then 40, then 60, then 80, then a maximal effort isometric contraction of 100% for about 8 to 10 seconds, okay? And the most important thing is when you're doing this, that you do it in a safe manner. So you only contract and push as hard as you feel comfortable doing. And over time, it may increase, all right? Then when we're done the relaxation, or done the contraction, I'm gonna ask you then to relax, but you're not gonna relax, you're gonna pull the arm away in the opposite direction, activating the opposite. So we're pushing this way, so pushing forward, creating force at differing levels. And then I'm gonna ask you to relax and pull the arm off of the back. Now we're gonna hold that for maybe 10, 20 seconds where you're actively pulling the arm further away in this direction away without dumping or rotating the body. Stay nice and tight and push away. So you're still radiating the rest of the body. Once we've done that, you can go into a deeper stretch now, and then we'll do it one more time. And you could do this 2 to 3 different times if you wish, okay? So I'm gonna turn slightly here, and we'll go ahead and do this on my left arm. So when we're in this position, we're gonna start off. You would usually like to hold the position for somewhere between 90 and 2 minutes. So we're gonna have a passive stretch, okay? So I'm just gonna hold this position. So while I'm holding it, I'm just gonna chat for a bit. I probably won't make the full 2 minutes, but if you're doing it on your own time, hold between 90 and 120 in this position. And as you get more flexible, you can ride the arm up a little bit, pull a little bit deeper into stretch, reset the shoulder a little bit deeper, whatever gets you a greater stretch. This would be your job. Now, when we get into passive stretching, which this is right here, remember from the SAID principle, which is specific adaptation to impose demands, you will improve passive range of motion, but that does not improve active range of motion, which is the more important aspect of range of motion. To develop active range, where you have strength and mobility through a certain pattern. That's what the PAILS and RAILS is gonna allow us to have. So we're gonna start our contractions. We're gonna hold this position, hold nice and tight, and I'm gonna go at 20%, pushing my arm into my back at 20%. Now imagine you're just taking a little volume knob and slowly increasing it. 25, 30, 35, 40, so 40% effort. And now we're gonna ramp it up slowly to 60, 50, 55, 60. I want you to take a big belly breath, brace, and then radiate the whole body and push into 80%. So 80% contraction against my back. And then ready, we're gonna go 100 for about 8 to 10 seconds. Ready, and go, push, 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 push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release and pull away, pull away, pull away. Try and maintain your posture as best as you can. Pull the elbow away from the back, actively creating strength and position. And now go a little bit deeper into the stretch and relax. We would sit here again for maybe 30 seconds or so, relax into our new range of motion that we now have, setting our shoulder properly, and we go through the exact same thing. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. At the 60% pressure, take a big breath in and radiate the body. Make sure the rest of the body is tight so we're not creating compensation anywhere else through the body. And you will find an amazing increase in range of motion. There's an acute increase in range of motion which happens right away, but we actually want to be able to influence long term, and that's why we have to do this regularly. But the importance of the contraction and the pull away is what gives you that range of motion, enhances your active range of motion. Okay, so this is the internal rotation stretch with the PAILS and RAILS concept behind the back.